Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki, and hopefully me and my guys are here to help you in your journey through life. So I have 3 piles here today. You can either choose from the number or the crystal, but we're just going to see what you're kind of attracting and what's happening here. So do take your time. You can pause the video if you like, but we are going to get going and start with pile number 1. So you chose this rose quartz or the one. This is your message, and let's see kind of what is happening in your energy. So let's see what is happening next for this person here today. Ancestors, angels, and this collective here today, and show me what they are attracting into their life right now. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? We're gonna just pull a couple cards. Anything else? So we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. That's a really good sign of being very focused and determined on some of your goals and your own self. We do have other cards here, though, which seem very interesting. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So this may pertain to a particular relationship. You have the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Chalices, and I feel like these are kind of the same energy. We have the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. Now it's in reverse. Wow. Okay, so I think there's a lot of Queen energy, so I feel like this represents your energy, and you are very in your goals. You're very determined in your passions as well. I love the fact that you have the fact that these are 3 separate queens just makes you feel like you're in a very boss energy, also very much focused on being determined on your goals. You're very focused with you're very in control of your emotions, and this is a really good sign. This this Knight of Wands here, though, feels like this very immature energy. And then you have this 8 of Swords too, which talks about like being frightened and being scared. And the Tower does show there is going to be a really big change coming soon to you. So right now, I think I'm going to grab a little bit more cards to get more of a clearer picture. So let's grab some clarifiers, because from what I'm getting here, I feel like there's just going to be some major change that's going to make you feel like you're not sure what you're going to do next. It's going to cause this form of delay. But let's see. The Knight of Wands. Please clarify this Knight of Wands. Who's this person? So we have the Ace of Chalices. So yeah, this could be a romantic connection for a lot of you. The Devil. So yeah, this person, okay, definitely the energy I was feeling. So there's definitely this person who may have had some manipulation tendencies, and they also seem to be like, when I see this, the Wands cards, the Wands always represents fire, right? So this person may have a tendency to manipulate people. They may be arrogant at times as well. That may resonate for some of you. Let's see any additional information about this Knight of Wands character, this immature character. Let's see. They may be a Leo for some of you. Oh yeah, you definitely. So for a lot of you, this may be someone you plan on having a future with, that you want to make those commitments and start moving forward. You definitely, like in this deck, I love that she's more of a, I've done the work and like I'm seeing it to be successful. That's what you wanted with this connection. But this person may have just had some really bad negative tendencies within themselves that made them lack inspiration or lack of this feeling of growth within themselves, which instigated like a change in this connection. Let's see this. Okay, so I was thinking of this queen energy. Yeah, you're like, you don't. Oh, okay, yeah, like. So in your energy, you're going to get a win soon. You are definitely making those plans, definitely starting to do the work. You are cautious of the people around you because you understand that you can't give your energy to people who don't deserve it, to people who don't even want to help you, right? So because I feel like this person really drained you as well, right? So there's this sense of you being like, no, I'm over it. I'm going to focus on my own goals, my own achievements, and start doing that. And that's why you have this boss energy here. This person who's like, oh my god. Let's see what's happening with this 8 of Swords here, because this talks about like, okay, yeah, so because of like your like imbalance with this person. You may be very indecisive about what you're doing, so it's causing you to really internalize things. There is, with the Six of Swords in reverse, this feeling of you like feeling trapped still, especially with this card too. So, oh yeah, arguments too. So I feel like you want to do this, but this person is like bringing you down right now, and you are in this boss energy. And you understand, like, you don't necessarily have to be in a romantic relationship with this person. This could be like a friend. This could definitely just be like a friend or a family member of some sort. But there is definitely this sense of like, no, I am not. Like, I can't. Like, this person's just so overwhelming. They are so manipulative. They're just not good. And then you have like this, but you're this queen. You're in this boss energy. You are like focusing on your goals. You're starting to get some achievements. You may be having a promotion at work. And you understand that your time is valuable and you don't need this anymore. But because like you're so determined in your career, you're also you're emotionally mature, and you're trying to not deal with this person, but you still have, like, feelings for this person because you guys have a pair here. So some of you may be like an actual like physical, like a solid commitment with them, and you're just like, I'm not sure if I should stay or should go because you have all this other stuff going on. So you kind of feel trapped because there's just this person seems to be going through a lot, and you just don't want to. You're not sure of how to deal with them. Okay, let's go with the Tower here. Ancestors, angels, my guides. What's the Tower about? What's the sudden change? Oh, intuition, temperance, yeah. So, okay. Anything else about the Tower? Anything else? Okay, so there definitely is going to be some form of balance being found in the connection, but I don't think that's getting, for a lot of you may not be getting back in a solid relationship. There is definitely this sense of you making a big decision to make a big change here, which is causing things to go through some form of confusion here. Because in this Pentacles card deck, I always think of it as just someone, like, you're trying to find help, but you're not seeing it in front of you. And then, like, we have the Ten of Chalices in reverse, and it's like you're making a decision, but you're also taking into account the history of the relationship and how, but you're not seeing other perspectives still here. And there's like with the Ace of Swords in reverse too, it's just there's this sense of you not seeing things clearly still, even though you're trying to make decisions here, but you're being asked to see things from a different direction, and to take a moment of rest while you're going through these big changes. Let's see what's happening with the Ace of Pentacles here. What's happening with the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, Spirit, what's happening with the Ace of Pentacles? What is happening with the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant, and then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what's on the bottom? The Nine of Wands, which is, okay, overcoming challenges, moving forward in this deck, especially. But we got some water. Okay. Okay. So this is definitely this sense of you, like, focusing on, like, mentorship and maybe your own, like, school and education. But there are, like, definitely some blocked opportunities you are having as well, though. The Sun and the Eight of Wands, but you are still manifesting things. The thing is, I feel like the energy you're heading into here is like you're deciding on trying to release a connection, but you're unsure of what to do in reality. And then you're going to start trying to focus on your career and your own personal goals, but you still kind of feel attached to this, and that's just how the energy feels. There is this sense of you actually still working one step at a time moving forward, but you're still kind of stuck in, like, the same place you are here as well. So let's pull some more cards. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Okay, let's clean this up a little, and then, like, we'll pull more cards. We're gonna leave the original tarot cards, but we're just gonna take the clarifiers and, like, move them. Okay, but let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's add to this message here today. Hey, what else is going on here? I want to know what's going on in the connection. So what about the connection? Expect powerful change. It's time to take action. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some form of action taken in this that's going to make a big change in the relationship, and that's why this Tower moment's going to happen. Let's see. What's that like Eight of Swords about? Ancestors, angels, and guides. Ooh. So we have you and your loved ones are safe and your commitment is being tested here. So this does make me feel like you have a lot of fears you're working on and pertain to this relationship, and you had all those cards like here as well about just not being like you're feeling trapped in where you are, and you might be thinking that you can't get out of whatever is going on here. Let's say that it is a negative situation, because I guess there is that manipulation energy there. Like, don't be scared to like be like protect yourself and like work through your fears and like move on. This is also a lot of water energy here too, so like definitely this sense of like you need to understand that yes, you are scared right now, but you are gonna end up being where you need to be, and you have to work through this to move forward. But let's see what's happening with that ace. That Ace of Pentacles. What's happening with the Ace of Pentacles? What's happening with the Ace of Pentacles? What's happening with the Ace of Pentacles? Oh my god, I'm so dehydrated. I don't know why, but all day today I've been drinking so much water. Let's see. So we have a win. A win-win is in the forecast, and this is a Libra energy, and a 5-year climax is approaching. So no matter what, there is going to be some really big changes happening next for you, and pertain to a specific relationship. And for at least for this pile here, there's definitely going to be a shaking up to the dynamic, and you're going to have to face and confront the fears you currently have in regards to this here as well. There was a lot of Aries energy that came up too, and so there was okay, so the Knight of Wands does represent a fire sign. The Queen of there's too many like options for the Queen. So there was like Earth energy here, and I saw Virgo a little second ago, but you had the Libra here, you had the Pisces. Sorry, no, you had Cancer and you had Scorpio. So like, there's a bunch of signs on the board. But in terms of like what you're doing here, I feel like for the people who chose this pile, like if you are not in a hard situation with a specific person, this person may be acting very immature, and they may be just feel making you like you doing or so they might not be supporting you in the way you want to be supported, and that's why things are just having like this shaking up in the dynamic, and you're kind of scared to move forward because you're unsure what's going to happen next, and I think that's why you're scared. You're not sure if you could still like be there for your loved ones or some and stuff like that. Oh, do please take what resonates, but this is just the energy that's coming from this like collective here. But there's definitely going to be a win of some sort, but you won't feel it completely here with this Ace of Pentacles. There's this big sense of like, yes, this is like the idea, and like you're going to start making those commitments, but you're not going to fully be satisfied for where you want to be. But like, I think this is just the immediate energy. Like I like the balance card is the card on the bottom. So like, let's see a little bit more about what's going on here, Spirit. Ancestors, angels, and guides. A little bit more. Okay, yeah, because you need to heal. So grand symphonies on the bottom. So this is all about finding alignment and also feeling like you're starting to coordinate your life a lot better. And I feel like that's because, like I said, you're having all these wins. You're getting all these promotions. You're getting like all these really good news happening around you in terms of like your career or in like what your creative focus is. But there's other factors that I feel like you're not exactly where you want to be yet. You have healing the heart here. The healing shows that like you are still like you're healing from this big changes here. Someone definitely was a liar here as well, and that made you kind of like lots of manipulation energy. So definitely some lying here in this case, and like you understand that like that doesn't like make your character and who you are, like, and you're tired. Like I said, there was that sense of being tired of this, and you've already like worked super hard on everything, right? Let's grab a little more. Like, what do you mean here? So like, yeah, like you've been working hard, and this person kind of like you saw like you want to have this big future with them. You thought you guys were really strong at first, and at first everything was really happy. But when you started like to focus on other things, it just got you really tired, and you started to like work hard and start moving forward. So definitely this big sense of like you starting to gain some form of independence and start to like work on yourself, and you were doing good. You were reflecting. So then there were arguments that made some changes. You would try to maybe distract yourself with some friends. And yeah. But yeah, but like I said, a tall tale does represent some form of lying too, right? And I feel like you probably knew this too. So there's definitely some lies and some deceit here for a lot of you, not for all, right? So let's pull from this deck here. So we're just gonna. Ooh, I think I'm just gonna leave the tarot cards because I just want to I like to see what's still on the like those. Okay, let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional messages for this pile here about what's going on? Ooh. Transformation. So yeah, you're definitely transforming and you're starting to tune into your own energy and your own power. You're starting to enjoy the energy you are in for yourself. You're calling in your soul tribe too, that this change, you're starting to reflect on yourself. Like I said, there was I said something about reflection earlier too, you're starting to reflect and see within yourself too, right? So definitely that type of energy. Let's pull from this deck and then we'll grab, and I think, let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. This is my personal. Let's see, any additional messages here? Any additional messages? Ooh. So, anything else? No. So, what's on the floor? So we have the 5th house. Be creative. Self-expression is a great way to be joyful. So that may pertain to the play card on the bottom too, where they just have fun and maybe being more creative. Like I said, there's a sense of creativity here too. Like that really fuels yourself here as well. You have the closure of brain healing, the end of the situation. There definitely is going to be some major shifts and endings here. You have December, August are important months, and also in the next few days, this is probably going to be a big thing for you. But let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Renewal brings a sense of healing, more about healing too. So you're definitely going to enter into this period of healing yourself, exactly right now, in the next few days, and this will probably last until the next year. And yeah, stagnation, disappointment leads to a burden, feeling of lack, and I feel like that's because, like I said, it's going to last all year. This big change, so you might not enjoy it. July is also out on the board. You have long-term goals may bring change to career goals. Yeah, so it's a long-term thing. You might feel like a stagnation's here, but whatever the change you're making now, the next year is just you having to deal with that, and then it's going to change later. But right now, this is where you're having this closure and these endings, and there's going to be a delay from you actually starting into a really completely new spot, because I think you're going to start becoming more stable here. Because you have about that all that big unexpected change, so there's going to be definitely a resting period of trying to completely recenter yourself. Okay, so we're gonna end off with this. Let's pull off. Let's see, any final messages here, Spirit? Okay, so you have recovery, yeah, healing. Listen to your intuition. I saw the High Priestess a lot too. There is a no here, as well as in the next few weeks, months as well. Unlikely. So what's the no about? Let's see. What's the no about? Okay. Let's see. What's the no about? What's the no about? What's the no about? The no has to do with this love connection. Oh, this card keeps staying on the bottom of the deck, and I've been reshuffling it so many times. And this is the 8 of Swords, right? Which is one of the higher up again the Swords cards. I've noticed they're all mostly about being exhausted or feeling tired and having anxious fears. There's another card about fears too. So I feel like this has to do with that relationship. Yeah, it definitely has to do with that relationship. I love this. I love that they have the pair here. So it just makes it feel like a relationship. You know intuitively what's wrong here. That's why you have listened to your intuition too. Yeah, because you definitely know what's up. You really do know what's up. So I feel like you already had a feeling that there was lies and deceit in this relationship, and that's why you're learning this lesson. You're gonna move forward. You are gonna take control of your own power, but it's gonna be really hard at first. But you're gonna end up bossing up, creating connections with people. But like I said, there is still the sense of you still trying to get over it, right? So Yeah, definitely. Like, you're gonna be working on yourself. Don't expect it's not gonna be a linear healing journey, and that's definitely I can see here now. Like, over the next year, you're going to definitely go through some ups and your downs and your ups and your downs. So don't assume that it's all just gonna work out right away. But I definitely there is this sense of like you already knowing what's up, and you know that this person's a manipulator. You know that this person's not really like good for you, because they're just they like there was a sense of like deceit here too, and the devil card that when they came up earlier too. So like that was like really big indicator that this person's not really the best person around. And they don't make you feel that good. You had all that queen energy too, so you're very mature. There's something better, right? So there is going to be better heading your way. So, and I think over the next from like August into December too, are gonna probably be like big times for you between those moments where you're like working really hard, or there were big moments in your past. But yeah, I think that's all I really have for pile like number one. But like at the end of the day, like this still is that fact of like you guys are working on yourself. This is more so like a healing journey here that you're gonna come into over the next while. Like you're gonna start healing from your past and you're gonna start moving on. All right. Okay. So let's do pile number two. Let's see what you got to do. Okay. Pile number two. Oh, let's see. What's being attracted into pile number two's energy? Pile number two. Oh my god, I was feeling like this like really good luck energy here, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. Okay, anything else? I feel this. Okay, I feel like. Okay, what do I see? Okay. Oh, my feet. So we have the Three of Pentacles, which does talk about collaboration. The thing is, when I was feeling from this King of Pentacles energy was this person who was just completely in control of what they decided to do. This person who understands patience, who's been working hard towards a goal. And the Three of Pentacles does talk about doing the steps to move forward and start going towards what you need. The Hanged Man is interesting energy though, because it does talk about kind of feeling this like being forced to stay stagnant. So there is a sense that like because things are working very slowly in your favor, you don't feel like you're not as far as you want to be, and that's why you're in this period of contemplation. You are getting up from your defeats and your downs. There's going to be an end of some sort to you coming soon to you that's going to shake it up. But let's see a little bit more. Like, I'm going to see what's going to happen after the end. So what's going to come from this ending here, Spirit? What's going to come from this ending? What's going to come from this ending? What's going to come from this ending? Okay. Let's see. So we have the Ace of Chalices on the bottom of the deck. So we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Moon. So I feel like this ending is going to lead to a very passionate, solid new beginning. Like this is like the Queen of Pentacles is it? The Queen of Wands is very creative energy, very focused energy, very passionate energy as well. She's she's very attractive. This can be definitely a woman coming in, or this may be like not even just that, this may be you starting to focus on your own creativity, your own interests, because you had this King of Pentacles energy too, which just makes me feel like this just feels very, even though the kings and queens are different, obviously, just feels like the same, like you come into this very strong and forward, and you move into this energy here. In this case, Pentacles talks with this new, really solid opportunity coming your way from this ending. So you're definitely going to get an offer of some sort that's very solid. And this is going to it's going to really make you connect to yourself and your intuition and your own self. And you're going to be very, very happy with it. It's going to make some changes, but it's going to put you into this period of working too. So it's not like things are just going to be automatically amazing. Like you are still going to have to do work from the scenes of it, but it's just going to bring in a lot more like happiness and like change and luck, right? And that's what I feel from that. So let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Anything else to clarify these messages here? Let's see, anything else to clarify these messages here? So yeah, like if someone's going to definitely want to partner with you, and there is this sense that you still have to watch, like, the energy you give yourself into, though. So like I said, there is still going to be work you have to do, so don't like automatically assume, like, you're going to have to be cautious of who you put your time around, because you're leveling up, right? So some people want to help you and some want to just take from you, so be cautious of that. You also have this Four of Wands, just talks about stability, right? So there's definitely this sense of stability coming in your life. Oh yeah, the King of Swords is on the bottom too, and in this deck it's all about like community. I always feel like community growth, networking, as well as like just partnerships in life. So let's see, anything else here today? Any additional? So we have the Nine of Wands. Then this deck is she's like lighting candles to show that she's completing different projects. She's overcoming obstacles, and that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to start working on yourself. You're going to find this form of meditation, this form of balance within yourself as well. This talks about contemplation. You're going to be so in control over yourself as well. And let's see. Yeah, because it's connecting really well. Lots of good connections here too. But you're still gonna worry over things, so don't like that is something you're still gonna have to worry. You may suffer from some form of like overthinking as well. You may learn things that you aren't always fond of as well. That's something I'm feeling here. But you are still gonna have a lot of reasons to celebrate, because some of your manifest. This is about like your wishes. And right, and you had that King of Pentacles too at the bottom. Another Knight as well. So like this is good in the sense that you're working hard, right? Let's pull from another deck. We're going to put the tarot cards, like these cards over there. Let's see. Any additional messages, Spirit? Any additional messages? Any additional messages? Any additional messages? That was a terrible shuffle. But we have step out of your comfort zone, and I think that's what you're doing, because you're like, there is going to be, you're coming out of things, you're starting to move forward, and you're ending some past behaviors. So you're probably starting to believe in yourself, because the answers are coming your way, and it's all going to just trigger this change here and these new beginnings. Yeah, and so it leads to some form of balance. Lots of energy here, lots of full moons too as well, and the full moons always are high energy moments. I think I have a card in my own deck that says like something about it's a good time to like you're with a really good positive energy with the full moon. It's a good time to harness its energy. So you have worked through your fears, and that's what you're doing. You're working on these energies here. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're starting to try new things, because there's going to be an ending of sort that leads you into this. So that's actually some awesome energy. Not gonna lie. That means you're doing good. You're going to be doing good for yourself. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's get some additional messages here. Ooh. Okay. Any additional messages for this pile? Any additional messages for this pile? Any additional messages? Any additional messages? Okay, I guess not. So we have healing the heart. Lots about healing and taking a deep breath. That's more about healing too, right? So you're getting out of this. You're starting to move forward. You're going to start having a lot more fun here. Oh yeah, and you're going to get some, like I said, you're going to definitely get an opportunity that's going to bring you into this energy of like seeing yourself clearly. But there is going to be some, like, things are going to happen, but they're not going to always happen. Like, there's nothing about rushing forward. You're going to have a new beginning, but it's going to come with its own challenges, right? Let's see. Let's pull from this deck. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional messages about what's going on here? Any additional messages about what's going on here? Any additional messages? Okay. So we're going to take the two. So the bottom of the deck, what's there? We have Akasha. Your guidance is good. Your guidance is divinely guided. So like this is all about like it's happening for a reason. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's putting you down the path you're meant to be. So you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keeping your true north. And like I said, you're working through your fears. You're starting to conquer your sense of overthinking. You're getting up front. You're starting to like move forward in yourself. The initiation, yeah, this is definitely a new journey you're going to get into that's going to make you cross a threshold. It's going to lead to some form of upgrading in your life too. So this is a really good energy that things are just going to start to have a big leveling up for you. And it's going to happen. You just have to give it its time. So let's pull from a different deck. Let's put you like over there. we're going to pull from my own personal deck and see kind of more additional information here. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional information about what's going on here? Any additional information about what's going on here? Any additional information? Ooh. Okay, so we'll leave it there. So we have take this time to rest and recuperate. And like I said, okay, the Hangman also does talk about being forced to rest. And that's why I said things that, for a while now, things haven't really, you haven't seen major changes, but that's going to end. And this is going to lead to like a bunch of creativity and a new start and things as well. March is a month that's here. That's going to be important for you. We're actually just going to move this actually. March is going to be important for you. You have November as well. You have forgiveness, such a beautiful way to let go. So some of you may have to start forgiving some of your past patterns or the people that hurt you in your past as a way to help you move forward. Your belief is shown through tradition. Sharing knowledge is a conventional form of conformity. So there is this sense of sharing as well, sharing knowledge and getting out there. There was a lot about people helping you too, right? So there are definitely going to be people helping you. You have family is involved, so your family. So for a lot of you, maybe family or people who feel like family as well. Like they are going to be the people that are going to support you and help you. You have the 8th house influence as well. Intimacy and closeness, the merging of goals. So definitely a lot of people helping you on this journey here. So you're definitely going to get some support as you make these changes. You have patience requires strength and determination. Be grounded. So like I said, after the initial change, there is going to be a period of stagnation, but you have to be determined and grounded during that time because it will lead to future success. You have the 2nd house influence. What do you value? Your habits or reflections are your priorities. So that's asking you to stay committed when things are happening, and that's why you're also being asked to have patience, because as long as you keep working on it, it will get to where you need to be, and you'll get there as you go. You have expand your mind, learn something new. And I feel like for some of you, you may be like going back into school or start, not even just going back to school, but you're just going to start learning something new, at least that's going to help you build a new foundation and help you learn how to make more goals and help you reach a particular goal. And this is going to be a decisive judgment call. This is going to be a very decisive moment for you. It's, like I said, an ending, too. You had the death card come up with which is all about endings. And there's going to be endings that's going to lead to new beginnings for you. There's definitely going to be some major change. So let's see. Anything else here, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. So we have in the near future, yeah. So like I said, there is going to be an ending of some sort. It's going to happen in the near future. Remain positive. That's you're being asked to remain positive and keep you determined. So, okay, let's see. Just a little bit more. Anything else? Yeah, reconsider. So there is. Okay, well, I want to know what the reconsider is about before anything. So. Okay. Anything else? What's the reconsider about? So you have the 3 of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, what's the reconsider about? The Fool. The King of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Okay, so for some of you, you may be reconsidering going back into, like, moving on from something in your past because you're unsure of how to proceed into this new beginning, because you're not completely sure of where you're, like, if it's going to be good, it's going to pan out right, because that's something you're worrying about, right? Because you have so many options right now, and you're unsure which one to take, all right? So there's definitely that energy here. Anything else? The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, because you're definitely lost. And you want to find this form of achievement. And you know that you are able to do the work. And you reflect on that. So there is, like, even though, like, it's just something you were worried about, I believe. And I think that's, like, the thing here. Like, this extra, like, you're still gonna worry because you're not certain of like how everything is gonna move forward, but like I think you'll be fine. It's why you have to believe in the impossible, because right now you probably don't think it's possible. You think like you had so much about believing here and you're starting on this initiation, this new journey, and this new beginning, and I think this energy you're getting into is you're finally going to make that judgment call and work on yourself and put yourself first, and that's actually a really good thing. But I think that's all I have for pile number 2. So let's do pile number 3. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's see what's up. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. What's happening here? Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Please connect me to this collective. Please guide me during this message and show me what's up. Yeah, anything else to show me what's up? Well, quite a lot. Seems like a lot. The Magician does talk about manifesting, starting journeys, making this really decisive moments. So we do have this 6 of Chalices here, which does talk about your childhood. It can also talk about just past connections and just youth. You have the Hanged Man here, which does talk about having to see things from different perspectives, as well as being forced to take rest. You have the Tower in reverse, which does talk about stagnation as well as some resistance to change. You have the 2 of Cups, talks about relationship. 3 of Pentacles, working hard. The 9 of Wands. Oh, this deck always makes me feel if they're searching, it's more like a networking card, searching, trying to be realistic about like what's going on around you. But we're gonna put her over here. You have the High Priestess, which is all about your intuition. The 4 of Chalices in reverse, which always makes me feel of like you're focusing on this. You're not focusing on what you have. You're focusing on what you lack. You have the Chariot in reverse, which talks about more resistance to change. In the Knight of Wands, in this deck, just makes me feel like there's some overwhelming energy here. So I think, oh, why do you feel like you're reminiscing on the past? Okay, let's grab some clarifiers and see what's up. Because, like, just from this energy here, like, there's just a lot going on. Let's see. What's this 6 of Chalices about, Spirit? What's this 6 of Chalices about? So we have... Are you internet stalking? I feel like you're internet stalking. Maybe, yeah, for some of you, you may be doing some internet stalking about someone from your past. Not for all of you, but there is this sense of overindulgence in some behavior of yours that's not necessarily all that good. This may pertain to, like, I'm like this guy's on the computer, so I just feel like it has to do with that type of thing. And I love that the Hierophant always talks about like mentorship, or even like just having like traditional values and being very like in your ways. So there's this sense, and then they have the Hermit on the bottom, right, which we talk also about soul searching and relaxing. But then I think in this case, there's this sense of you like looking into stuff in your past that you shouldn't be looking into all the time. So, like, let's see what the Hangman's about. What's the Hangman about? And there's a sense of procrastination here, too. Like, I think there's a lot of avoiding and making confrontation here. Yeah, maybe with this lover here, this person. So, yeah, I feel like right now you're avoiding something in between to a specific connection, and like you want, yeah, okay, what's this about, Spirit? Show me a little bit more. There's a lot of resistance here. I feel like that's what this energy is all about, like you're resisting stuff, right? And that might be about a particular relationship because you worked so hard on it, and you're not really sure if it's like you want, like you're overthinking about it, and you're not sure where you want to go next, and that's what you're searching because you're trying to listen to your intuition. Because I feel like this is that spiral that's like you've been getting readings and they're giving you like up and down energy too, because you're like sometimes they say this, sometimes they say that, but that's just because of overindulgence, right? So definitely a lot of overindulgence, and like you're starting to overthink everything, and you're unsure of what to do because there's some form of ending that is meant to happen, but you're resisting the change because like you keep manifesting that this relationship's going to succeed, and this is but this is you not seeing quick results. You're feeling discouraged. because it's all this like stagnation, right? So I'm not gonna take all of this. I'm just gonna put it back and then reshuffle. Yeah, because you feel this connection with them. You feel like there was this passion here, there was this something, this thing here, or this more of these emotions about what's going on. Like you manifest them probably coming back too, and like you keep getting signs that your manifestations are on their way, but you don't see them, so it's not really like good. There is, and that's causing delays. Yeah, because that came up in reverse, so that's causing delays. And you're too focused on it. That's what Spirit's trying to say. Like, it's, you've manifested it, but because you're worrying about it, it's causing things to have rest and things to like pause because you're too caught up in the connection. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there is going to be an emotional beginning here, but you're too caught up in it right now, which is forcing it to like, yeah, you're definitely like doing the spell work, and that's causing conflict, right? So, okay. We're going to pull some more cards. We're going to leave the main original tarot cards here. And we're just going to move these guys here. Because we're going to keep using these as like clarifiers as we go. Okay. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Oh, if you... I think like pile 2 got a little visitor for my sister. But like... We'll see. Let's see. Anything else here, Spirit? Ooh. Okay. Anything else here, Spirit? So we have a time for healing, a win-win is in the forecast, expect powerful change. You have a new romantic cycles on the bottom, which I'd say it's going to come. Like it's not like you're not gonna have romance. Like this, there is like this sense of working on this connection, but I feel like there's just too much like focus on the connection for there to be change right away. And that's why you're having to have this period of healing. And then after you heal and focus on your own self, your own spiritual journey, and your own passions and your own stuff, there's going to be some form of win you're going to have. There's going to be a big change that's going to lead to this romantic connection. And you're being asked not to let your past hold you back. Don't hold on to the feelings of your past with this person. Let's say there is a separation here for some of you, because you're like hoping this person comes back. You've been manifesting it. You've been doing the work. You've been doing subliminals. You've been doing that and you don't see progress. It's because you're still focusing so much on it, and you need to let it go and heal and work on the things you need to work on and start to find balance in yourself. And the moment you start to find balance on yourself, there's going to be a really big change, and then this romantic cycle is going to come back. Let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's get more messages. Anything else here, Spirit? Let's see. Anything else? Okay. So we have the storyteller, and I like this card because it always just makes me say, like, you are the own writer of your own story, right? So, like, you've put the work, you've done the manifestations, allow it to do its job and come back to you. Some of you may have done the whole, like, I think it says 369 method of manifesting. Some of you may have done that, and it's going to work. Like, you've unlocked that key. It's just you have to let it go for it to come back to you. It's like a boomerang. If you you focus, throw it out, let it do its thing for a while, and it's gonna come back to you. That's pretty much what this is saying for you. You are gonna find harmony. You are gonna find this sense of balance and equilibrium. Right now, you can't see the truth clearly because it's not being revealed to you. Things are your future is smoky because it's not something you are meant to know right now. It's gonna come to you, and it has. Your manifestations are gonna come true. But you have to be grateful and work on what you have now for it to fully come towards you in the way that you want it to come towards you, right? So let's grab from a different deck. We're going to leave the tarot cards, though. Let's see what's up. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's add some additional information here, Spirit. Unbound, yeah, like you're... Okay, so it's releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives, right? Like, you have to release this first. You have to unbind yourself. You have to, like, let go. Get grounded. Get grounded on yourself and focus on what you need to focus. So, I guess all that. You have the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're going on your own destiny. You're starting to align your life. You have align your life. What is not aligned, what needs to be changed, and that's what you're doing. You need to unbind yourself. Focus on this. Break this chain. Break this cycle that you're going through. This pain and this hurt, and focus on building your foundation, building your patterns, building your pillars. You have your vibrations arising. You're an other oracle. Listen to your intuition as well. You know what's up. You already know this is something you have to do. What lights you up, like that is what you're being asked to like look into. You are special here, especially some of you maybe identify as star seeds. And that's why you've been trained for this for a lifetime. Is like you already know. Let's say like for some of you, this is like a connection. You are like overthinking it because you know like there is this like a special chemistry for the two of us. We are so like in tune, but I don't think they see it yet. And you are so holding on to that. Let this person go, because if you release it, because if they truly were meant for you, they will come back anyway. You don't have to worry about that. You've already known that for lifetimes. So let's see. We're going to put everything away now and this like pull from this deck, because this is white and this is hard to, I think it's kind of hard to see some days, but like we'll see. I'll figure this out. Let's see. Okay, ancestors, angels, and my guides, please show me what's up for this collective here. Please show me what's up for this collective here. Please show me what's up for this collective here. Ooh. Okay. Please show me what's up. Please show me what's up. Anything else about what's going on here, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, so we're going to stop there. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 11th house influence, create hopes and have wishes towards the future. So that's a good sign that like your future is going to have a lot of change. So the thing is, I like about this too, is like this talks about like in particular to this relationship, there is hope that it will come back to you in the future as well, right? We have August may be important for you. May was also a month that came up as well. In March, sorry, I knew it was 3 months. So March, May, and August will be some important months to keep in mind, whether those be months this person comes back or even just months where that are very heavy focused on your own desires. So you have, let's see what influence. We have take a break, time for reflection. So this time here is definitely a good time for you to reflect, work on yourself. You had that time for healing, right? So this is a good time to take a break and focus on yourself, especially over the next few weeks. That'll be important for you because this will lead to new beginnings. And this is what because now to the next few weeks, right? So this over the next few weeks, because now you should be focusing on that in yourself. But after like a few weeks, you're going to have some rapid change that's going to come from a new beginning. And like I said, this person's coming back, and that's going to be like expecting powerful change, and things are going to work out. But you have to just kind of focus on yourself and reflection for now. Okay, what influence? So yeah, be creative. So definitely work on your self-expression, realigning yourself into your own self and what you desire, and like just focus on your own joy and your own happiness, right? You have negative patterns lead to disconnection. Stagnation is a sign of detachment. And I feel like that has to do with like why like maybe this relationship didn't get off the rocks right away, and then you guys had some form of disconnection. There's now was causing stagnation, and like I said, there was a sense of like some of you maybe in a form of separation or set as well, and that's like, and you guys are working on these patterns here. You also have recklessness as the imbalance of oneself caused by self-indulgence as well, and then you had the 12th house influence, which is about closure, open, healing, the end of a situation. So there definitely is going to be an ending of some sort, right? But it's going to be one that leads to this new beginning that helps you have to deal with all these other feelings you're having. You have to focus on your own healing for a while. And that's just kind of what you're being asked to do. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional messages about what's going on here? Any additional messages about unlikely? Okay, we'll go see what the unlikely is about. Any additional messages about what's going on here, Spirit? Any additional messages? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, so we have perfect timing on the bottom. So like I said, it's divinely guided, unfortunately. So like you just have to let it come to you when it does. You can't hold too tightly onto it. You're being asked to wait and be patient anyway. So definitely like do that. You have get more information. So like and helpful people, you have to be assertive and unlikely. So get more information always reminds you of just like do more research, focus on yourself, start to do other priorities, have fun with people as well. Like The 11th house does also represent being social and being with friends. So do get out there as well. Be assertive is all about like focusing on yourself, doing what you need to do to like make sure you're okay. But let's see what the unlikely is about. So ancestors, angels, and my guides. And my guides. What is the unlikely about? What is the unlikely about? Oh. What is the unlikely about? What is the unlikely about? So for some of you, it would be hard for you to let go, and that's something you're like. Spirit is saying that it's going to be hard, and it's unlikely that you will be something will be easy to get over. It'll be hard for you to really get back out there and be confident in yourself, because like I feel like it's been for some of you, you've definitely been feeling trapped and feel because you had like feeling like recklessness and self-indulgence too. So like I feel like this is a major sense of like you may have been watching way too many readings, and this is a way to like relax, bring yourself back. Don't do too much thinking. Yeah, it's causing you to like internalize a lot and not really focus on yourself. And like there's a sense like of you having to nurture yourself and reflect and heal but you're not really doing that. You're ignoring that healing that you need to do as well for some of you as well. So let's see. Because this is what's causing these delays in these beginnings, right? So, okay, I definitely just want to say like work on yourself, work on what you need, work on getting out of this energy. But I think that's all I have for this pile here. But I thank you, I guess, and I hope this message helped you out. And like, let me know, drop it in the comments. But yeah, thank you. And I think that's all I got for y'all. Bye-bye.